Once upon a time, there lived a farmer in a village. He was very hardworking and had made a good amount of wealth with great toil and sweat over the years. He had two sons, and both of them were strong and healthy, but unfortunately were extremely lazy. And this certainly worried the farmer with every passing day. However, with time, the farmer grew old and sick, but despite that, his sons spent their time simply playing, eating, and sleeping without taking anything serious in their life. This made the farmer become more and more anxious about the future of his sons, and in the absence of any alternative options, he simply wanted his sons to take care of his field as he did. But he knew it wouldn't be that easy to convince them. So, one day, he called his sons to his side and said, "My dear sons, I have a big news for you both. There is actually a great treasure hidden in one of my fields near the city. And if you are wondering why have I done so, then it is simply to guarantee and make sure that you too have a very bright future ahead and never have to depend on anyone for food." Now, this sounds very appealing. However, the farmer also said that now it's your responsibility to find the treasure and make it work for you. This was all the farmer said as his last words, and just after a few days, the farmer died. The sons were in extreme grief for some time. However, after a week, both the sons decided to go on and search for the treasure about which their father had told them, and simply took their father's spades and mattocks and dug every portion of their field hunting the treasure. But to their utter surprise, they found nothing. Literally nothing. They surveyed the land twice and thrice, yet they couldn't recover any of the treasure from the field. So, being frustrated, as they were about to leave the field, they saw an old monk passing by. The old monk was observing all this, and although he quickly got the context, he still approached those two men and asked them about the issue in detail. They both explained the monk's entire situation and also about how helpless they have been in the last few days to accomplish their goals, that is, in finding the hidden treasure. The monk, after silently listening to him, said, "Listen, forget the treasure for a moment. And now that you have already tilled the fields, the best idea would be to sow some seeds into it and leave it." Respecting the wisdom of the monk, they simply accepted the suggestion and did the same. However, a few weeks later, it rained heavily, and just within weeks, the fields rewarded their labor with abundant crops that season, to a limit that they couldn't even imagine. The sons were extremely delighted to see the result and the crops swinging with their wind in their fields. They quickly got the buyers to the field and sold the crops for literally thousands of dollars. Sooner after the deal, the sons realized what the hidden treasure was and said to each other that this is exactly the treasure our father wanted us to find. A treasure that could create a cash flow for us for life, and then we stupid were so lost in finding something very, very temporary. From that day onwards, the sons did away with their laziness and started working as hard and as diligently as possible. Friends, in our lives too, you simply can't achieve anything without putting enough hard work and merit. Every one of you has those same 24 hours, just that some use it to build assets and some just pass it and die. On top of that, treasures are not always found outside. If you just observe deeply, you will see that everyone is gifted with a set of talents and they are just not aware of it in most of the cases. If you can just focus on what you are best at and ask yourself, what is that which you can do if all your compulsions were removed, you might just get the answer. Remember, if you can only find a way to monetize your passion and hop to the right opportunity with the right mindset, you will never ever run out of wealth and richness. Yes, friends, that's the secret. In brief, just change the way you see your treasures, and treasures will see you soon. Exactly as it happened with those two sons of the farmer.